What is going on there, everyone? Well, what a week we've had. If you're a conservative, it's been probably one of the best weeks we've had in months and months and months, at least when it comes to, big victories, which we've, Conservative Party and, the Republican Party, we've been nailing victories left and right for the past almost 4 years. So, kudos to the conservatives. And, looky there. President Trump was acquitted. If you were shocked by this, you must be watching MSNBC or CNN or something, because all of us, fairly level-headed people, who quite frankly don't trust the media, because how can you? Especially when it comes to, political parties or candidates, this, that, and the other. You can't trust the media. You just honestly can't trust them. And if you're a Democrat, you can't trust anything. You can't even trust your own party. Look at what the DNC's going through with the Iowa caucuses. You got so much nonsense happening. I'm still not even sure if 100% of the vote for the Iowa caucuses are in yet. I don't know if anybody knows. I don't know if anybody cares, to be honest with you. It looks like they're clearly trying to rig it. Once again, just like in 2016, they're trying to rig it against Bernie Sanders. And now they're propping up Buttigieg. Buttigieg, who no one really knows anything about. I've talked to many people around, and they don't even know who Pete Buttigieg is. They just know the big names, your Warren, your Sanders, and your Biden. So I'm not really worried about Pete Buttigieg. Not at all. But back to the impeachment, or the lack thereof. President Trump was acquitted, obviously. Everyone knows that by now. He had a big victory speech today. And, awesome speech, as usual. If you're a Trump supporter or anything, you're going to like his speech. Of course. But, the Democratic Party, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Let's just get into the articles of impeachment. Article 1, abuse of power. There was 48 guilty, 52 not guilty. Acquitted. Bam. Article 2, obstruction of Congress. 47 guilty, 53 not guilty. Acquitted. Bam. And guess what? They've already announced that they're going to just keep on investigating Trump. How many years of investigations do we have to go through? How much taxpayer money is going to be wasted, just completely wasted, doing these investigations? I understand that they hate the president. I understand that many on the left have Trump derangement syndrome. But come on. You're members of the government. You got to put your feelings aside. Maybe everyone on the left in the House and in the Senate really need to start listening to Jordan Peterson a little bit. Clean your room. Get your life in order. Your party's depending on it. Ever since the State of the Union, a couple days ago, when Nancy Pelosi infamously shredded up the document, the speech, there have been hundreds, if not thousands, of Democrats calling into different liberal type places and some nonpartisan places, such as C-SPAN and everything, and saying they're done with the party. They're absolutely done with the Democratic Party forever. That's y'all's fault, Democrats. I blame everybody. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go ahead and say it. I blame every single person who calls himself a Democrat for this. Because y'all, the people, the actual voters out there, y'all should be controlling your party, controlling the leaders of your party. And y'all aren't doing a good job of that. You're kind of just letting them go off the rails, off the chain, so to say. And y'all are just following them. Be leaders. Come on, people. Stop being sheep. That's not the way to do it. You know, clearly say, like, rebuke everything you can from your party. I do it. A lot of conservatives will do it. You know, our party does something stupid, or a member of our party does something stupid. We call them out immediately and voraciously. We're not going to hold no punches just because it's our own party. Y'all need to take a lesson from that, because you're letting your party go completely to crap. It doesn't really concern me, but so much. I wish there was more of a functioning, since we have a two-party system. I wish it was more functioning. But what can you do? What can you do? Our side's doing pretty dang good right now. We're kind of on cloud nine right now. With so many accomplishments that this administration has pulled through, somehow, even with almost no support from the left. But we're still making things happen. The economy's rocking and rolling for everybody for a change. You know how the Democrats always have said, hey, we need to get things better for the minority communities, because they like to pander to the minority communities. So, cool. Pander away. But here's the thing. When you pander and you don't actually do the things you keep saying you're going to do, sooner or later, hopefully more sooner than later, and I think it's happening now. I think it's been happening for a little while. Those people are going to see that you don't care about them. You don't care. It seems less and less that the left cares about Americans or America as a whole, period. You know, Trump came into office, said he's going to do this, that, and this, for the American people. And he's delivering. He's delivered on almost all of his promises. Sure, there's some that still haven't gotten done or are still being worked out, so to say. But, yeah, he's still trying to inch away at it, you know. He's trying. He's chipping. But, yeah, when you have a two-party system and one party is completely against the president because of their own derangement, that's what you get, you know. You got it to where even good policies, they won't pass because they don't want to give those wins to the orange man. It's not a win for the orange man. It's a win for the American people, you know. When you're passing these bills, it's going to affect everybody. It's not just to prop him up. I don't think a lot of people really care if it's a win for Trump or not. It's more about what it's going to do for us. And let's just say, record low unemployment for the black and the Hispanic communities. I mean, come on. Money talks. When it comes to politics, money talks. And not even, I'm not saying like money talks when in politics because these big donors or anything like that. No, I don't care about that. That type of money doesn't affect us normal people. But when we're getting paid more at our jobs, you know, when everybody has noticed they've either, you know, getting a lot more back, or they're just not suffering like they used to, that's going to speak to people. That's going to speak to people. And when it comes to immigration, you know, getting the illegal aliens out of our country is also helping the low-income communities, because those are the jobs that these illegals take. All the low-income jobs, you know. So now our American citizens get those jobs. Win-win. We got people that aren't contributing to our society via taxes or whatever. We're getting them out, putting our American people who do contribute to taxes and all this in those jobs. And in doing so, those people have jobs, so they're happy. You know? Come on. Come on. How can you do? I mean, how can you even argue it at this point? But, sorry, my brain's everywhere. It's been one of those weeks. Starting a new family. That's why I haven't been on that much, you know. I haven't been making too many videos because I got just a lot going on. I'm looking for a job. Unfortunately, I have to go back to getting a regular old day job, which I'm still going to be making videos and all that. But, yeah, I got to get my priorities straight. YouTube, I get paid nothing. You have to have a certain number of subscribers, this, that, and the other, before you can get paid anything. So I do this for free because it's fun, and it's like politics are kind of like a little passion. So right on. But yeah, so with all that said, back to Nancy Pelosi and all this. Oh, Matt Gaetz, Republican Representative Matt Gaetz. He's officially filed an ethics complaint against Nancy Pelosi. He's even going as far to say she broke the law, and by tearing up the State of the Union documents. Well, kind of. I mean, you're not. She's not supposed to do that, of course. I mean, not only was it just a disgusting display from her, it was very childish, very ignorant. I mean, come on. She is no leader. She is no leader. Anybody who calls her, like these CNN or MSNBC hosts who call her the leader of the Democratic Party, you're out of your dang mind. You're absolutely out of your. She's not a leader. She's a child. She's a pouting little kid. Orange man bad. Huh. I tried to screw him over, but I couldn't. Huh. Yeah. Come on. You know how many Democrats are calling for her resignation right now? Yeah. It's a considerable number. She really screwed the pooch on this one, which is a beautiful thing. But yeah, when it comes to anything happening to her, I doubt it. I doubt we'll even see an official vote to censor or censure her. Don't know. Don't care. Nancy Pelosi's worthless. She's been worthless for quite some time. Like I said, she's not a leader. And this is what you get. She is someone who has been just mentally ate up by her hatred for Donald Trump. I'm praying for the president. Like the president said, I don't think she was praying. And if she was praying to the detriment, which we all know, if you pray for something bad, yeah, your prayer ain't going to get answered. Sorry, that's not how faith works. That's not how the good Lord above works. You got to pray for positive things, and still it's hit and miss. But that's faith for you. Got to have the faith. But yeah, this is what we're dealing with. Still, we're going to be dealing with a constant barrage of these leftist, crazy Democrats. And at this point, they're all leftists in my eyes. Not all Democrats, but all the ones in the House and in the Senate. With the exception, there are always exceptions, But as a whole, yeah, they're crazy. They lost it. You got Jared Nadler coming out, sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, we're not done. We're going to subpoena John Bolton in the House now. Hear what he's got to say." Blah 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 blah. Why didn't you do all that during the House impeachment inquiry? I know why. You just wanted everything to drag on. You were hoping that, we'll get it to the Senate, and then we can get our witnesses and prolong this even further and further down the road, closer to the election. Because this whole thing is nothing but election meddling. That thing they say they are against, and, Trump did this to meddle in the 2016 election. Well, what do you think this is doing? What do you think this is? Considering y'all wanted to impeach him before he even got elected, and then y'all wait till the year of the election to do the impeachment? Come on, man. We're not stupid. I mean, there are plenty of politically stupid people in this country. But y'all watching this video, and a lot of people out there are not. We don't live blissfully ignorant of what's going on the national stage. Because that's crazy. You can't. What happens there affects us all. But I tell you what, it's looking up and up and up for Trump. Trump's approval rating, I think, was at 49%, somewhere in between 47 and 49%. His black community support is, if you go by all the polls, then he's somewhere around 40%, a little bit higher, possibly a point or two lower, but that's incredible. 49% of the country said they will re-elect him. And we're still a year out from the election. And now that he wants to work on this prescription drug bill to get prices lowered. If he can nail that down before the election, it's a shoo-in. He's done. I mean, he's won. In my eyes, he's already won. I believe it's safe to say that not a soul on that Democratic stage is going to be able to beat him. Not this time around, sorry. Just not this time around. That's not how it works, you know. But we'll see. I mean, we will see. It's like the Super Bowl. Every time, I know this is a weird little analogy type thing, but every time I vote or root for someone at the Super Bowl, they lose. So I don't like getting but so excited because, I feel like I'm bad luck for rooting for anybody. But at this point, when you look at the statistics of everything, like I said, I think it's a shoo-in. I think he's going to win by one of the biggest margins a Republican has won over a Democrat in forever. Who knows? But yeah, such a bad week for the left and such a wonderful week for us on the right. Hopefully this, I mean, even CNN, even people from CNN were praising the president over his State of the Union speech, which I never saw coming. I mean, a lot of the left, what we consider on the right, left-wing journalists and left-wing media, were actually, you know, propping him up over that State of the Union, because that was one of the best State of the Unions I've seen with him. You know, out of the, what was that, his fourth? That was probably the best. I mean, it was very presidential. It was pretty nonpartisan. I don't think he mentioned the impeachment once, which was pretty remarkable coming from Trump. You know, he likes to rub things in as much as he can, put a little salt in the wound, so to say. But yeah, he didn't. And he even extended the olive branch when he was like, all of you did that when it came to passing certain policies. So yeah, all of them. And look how pathetic the Democrats were during that thing. That was a really patriotic, really nice State of the Union. And they were all just sitting there, I hate Trump. He's orange. Bad. Yeah, come on, man. Everything he was stating was positive for America. You know? And you can't show your support? Come on. These weren't right-wing issues he was talking about. These were American issues. These were things that are affecting all of us. And yeah, they're good. It's all good. And you don't like that? Kind of shows something about y'all. Y'all's character, your morals, your values, what you value. It doesn't seem to be America. Doesn't seem to be Americans. Come on, man. Tighten up. You're members of the American government. You're supposed to be for the American people. Act like it once in a while. But no, what do we get? We get the Democrat women all dressed in white-looking, pouting face. A couple of them walked out of the State of the Union. Good job. Good job. The optics, I couldn't have made y'all look worse myself. And then with Nancy Pelosi ripping up the State of the Union address. Come on, man. You sewed it up. Y'all are sewing up the hatred of the Democratic Party. We on the right don't have to do anything. Sit back, let y'all self-destruct. And that's what we've been doing. Y'all are better at destroying y'all's party than we could ever be. So, good job. Kudos to the left for showing everyone just how childish and pathetic they are. And we're just going to keep on winning over here on the right. Just going to keep on winning. Look at this economy. Look at this economy. The Dow Industrial Average has gone up like, almost over $10,000 a share since he's been in office. If you have stocks right now, I know you're loving this president, whether you're left on or the right. If you have a 401k right now, an IRA, any of that, I know you got to be loving the policies the president's put out. You know, if you own your own business, I know you got to be loving it. You can't deny these things, you know. You just can't deny it. You don't have to like the man. Who cares? Human beings are flawed, every single one of us. You know? That's cool. You don't have to like him. There's times where he makes me cringe. Some of the words he says. You know, I'm not one of these Trump no matter what guys, you know. No. I'm a realistic person, you know. There are things that he says that make me just go, ugh. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You know it's going to get taken out of context, or it's going to be used in the context that you said it, because you say things crazy sometimes. I still like the guy, though. I like I said, it's the policies, man. It's the policies. It's the economy. It's everything. It's the border security. It's the nationalism, you know, the American nationalism. That's what it's about. Us, our nation, as a whole. Doesn't matter what color, doesn't matter what religion, doesn't matter what any of that. That is all. Who cares? We're Americans. We're all Americans. We all have the same American blood flowing through us. Even if you're an immigrant who came here and became naturalized or became a U.S. citizen or even hold a green card, yeah, you're still an American to me. So, yeah, and we're doing good. We're doing great. You know, if we could just get these lefties and these social justice warrior-y types and all this to shut their mouths and realize they're not living in reality. America is a great place. The people are great. There's not a bunch of racism and bigotry happening. No, it's just not. It's just not. If they could get over all that and see the forest through the trees, they would be doing a lot better. But just take these lessons. Take these lessons. Every time you try to attack, it bites you in the butt. It's because everyone knows this president's not that bad. He's bad, but he's not that bad, as Tim Pool would like to say. He's a bad guy, but he's not that bad. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's just bombastic. He's a little off his. He's a businessman. He's a rich business mogul. Yeah, he's not going to be like all of us, you know. He grew up in a different class of people in a different atmosphere. I don't care. I don't care. Sure. I'm a poor white guy from Virginia. He's a rich dude from New York, rich businessman. I don't care about his past or how he's done his life. No, but I do care about them policies that he's rocking through for us, the people. And they're working. You know, the tax cuts, the getting the illegals out of our country for the Americans can come in and fill the jobs that they're taking. I mean, all of this matters. It's really something, and especially his pro-life stance. I personally love that. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. It's been a crazy week. It's been a wild ride, but the conservatives are pulling it off every single time. Our party is more unified than ever. You know, you got your morons like Mitt Romney, but, you know, I'll say this about Mitt Romney. I've never liked him, never cared for him that much. When he ran for president, I set that election out because I was like, I'm not voting for that guy. But, you know, that was his personal convictions. I'll allow it. Oh, well. You know, like I said, I don't expect everyone to agree with Trump, nor should they all the time. So, oh, well. Not a problem. It might be a problem for Mitt Romney come election time, but it's not my problem. I don't care. But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments on all of that, whether it's the State of the Union, whether it's the Trump acquittal, any of that, you know. Whether it's just the way the left has completely gone insane and still continues to investigate the president for another 4 years. Yeah, who cares? But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. I will catch y'all on the flip side.